Wildcard program policy. For some audit events, such as data basic read and data basic write, and so on, U2 audit logging allows a program policy to be specified. You can specify a wildcard program policy to control the audit log record. A wildcard program policy can contain wildcard characters anywhere at the specified location in a call path. There are two kinds of wildcard characters, an asterisk and a dot. An asterisk matches any sequence of characters. A dot matches exactly one character. Next, I'm going to demonstrate some scenarios about using wildcard program policy. Okay, first let's check the basic program that I use. Test PROZ main program. In the main program, it has some basic read and write operations. Specifically, there are 3 write actions in the main program, and including one in the local subroutine. It also calls 2 catalog subroutines at the same time. One is a global catalog subroutine, and the other is a local catalog subroutine. The global and local catalog subroutines both have a write operation. Okay, let's take a look at the global catalog subroutine as an example. Test sub. So totally, we have 5 write actions in the 3 programs, 3 in the main program and each in catalog subroutines. Next, I'm going to share with you how to use audman-config to configure the audit logging policy. Audman-config. Here in the config file, as you can see, I decided to turn my focus to demo account under this directory and call data event database write that happens on VOC file. Here, I designed 4 different scenarios to show you the flexibility of configuring program policy. The first example is track all writes to the VOC file without any program policy. Because I didn't use the program policy under this scenario, so the expectation is to see audit logging produce file records for the file writes in the main program and catalog subroutines with correct sequence. Let me do 2 things first. One is clear the audit logging file by using audman clear. And another is to use audman-config display to ensure that our configuration has taken effect. Locating the database write event, we can see that the file policy is turned on and the program policy is turned off. Let's run the main program test PROZ and see if the results met our expectations. Let's first count the audit log file. 5 records returned, so the count is correct. Then let's look at the details of these records. The first one relates to the write operation in the main program, followed by the records for write in the local sub. The third and fourth records relates to the global and local catalog subroutines. And the last one relates to the write in the end of the main program. So both content and sequence are correct. Let's move on to the second scenario. Audman-config. In this scenario, I used 2 wildcard characters, asterisk and dot. The asterisk is to match any subdirectory and the demo account. The dot character is to match any basic program that starts with TS and ends with PROZ. And in the meanwhile, with one character in between. In my setting, this happens to only match the main program test PROZ, and I expect two audit records generated for write actions in the main program. Okay, save it. Once again, let's clear the audit log and double check if the configuration take effect. Find the database write. Here we can see that program policy is turned on and configured. So next, I will clear the log and write the same basic program. Okay, count the audit log. Check the details. Here you can see that two records are checked in the main program. Okay, let's go on the third scenario. The third scenario is track test sub only the global catalog subroutine. So in this scenario, we should have one record to be recorded. We clear the log and run the same basic program. And count the log. We should see two records. One for check the details. Okay, we can see yes, only the global subroutine was checked. In the last scenario, we check the catalog program directly execute from UDT session. We will check all programs that match test sub names for test sub and test sub 1. So there are two records in the audit file. Clear the log and run the same basic program. We count log, two records, and check the details. Yes, you can see that the test sub and test sub 1 are checked. Okay, so far all the behaviors are correct. We have a lot of useful scenarios about the Wildcard program policy. If you are interested, you can refer to our user guide and have a try. That's it for the program policy.